Welcome. Welcome to yet another video. Today's video is about types of people which we encounter in the IT companies. Now you have been working in the IT industry, or if you are new to an IT company, this video will be helpful for the people trying to understand what kind of people are working around you. There are different kind of people who work in an organization, who either make or break other people's attitude, or I would say their work of nature, how they are dealing, or how they are working in the IT company, right? So a lot of different peoples can bring different kind of output, and also there can be some learnings which you can take it, like what to do and what not to do in the organization, and how you can grow basically, right? So take this video as an learning and also just an for the educational purpose. This the I mean, as I mentioned, like no disclaimer to you all, right? So this is not make any fun of any other particular people. This video is just to make you aware that this kind of people exist and how you can avoid to being the at the wrong side, and what to do and what not to do. So nowhere I'm trying to judge any people, but trying to showcase, like in the IT industry or any kind of organization, these kind of people exist, and how you can survive. So the very first kind of person you will see is the show off. This person is kind of the spotlight seeker. Now this individual will tend to take the attention, often try to emphasize their achievements. Sometimes they will exaggerate them. They might take the credit of the work like they didn't even do. They downplay others contribution which other people do, which are significant. Now characteristic of this particular people, like they always like to be in the spotlight. They try to be and they enjoy that being in the center of that particular attention during the meetings. Often they take credit of the ideas or the accomplish which that belongs to the other who people come up with that particular things. They try to exaggerate things. They might embellish their roles in the project, overly exaggerate, and it make them that it is impactful than it was, right? They try to do networking to just to self gain. They network for the purpose of self promotion. Basically they often try to impress the higher management, focus on the image. So basically their own reputation in the company is much more important than the work they do actually, right? So they don't think about the contribution they are going to do. They think of their own image. Now, what kind of challenges we have to deal with this particular people is that they create the environment very toxic. So it can be like other people can feel like they have still their credits, right? They often pay attention from others, right? So it may lead to frustration for the people who are actually contributing, right? And their hard work isn't being recognized. So always try to be the genuine worker, not try to show off, right? Whatever exactly. So try to do the work whatever it is required by the organization, and gain focus on it, right? Now there is another kind of worker, the I would say the worker which is like the diligent contributor, I would say. So these people are the actual backbone of the organization. Now they are dedicated. They are often very quite focused on getting the things done. They will do the job with little desire of recognition. They will not uh, do the work in order to do some recognition or just to showcase, right? Now the characteristic of this particular person is like he's consistent in their output, right? So they show up every day. That is one of the very important characteristic. They produce results basically, okay, and they're the person who can be reliable about. Now they're kind of team oriented. Now they tend to work with well with the teams, right? So all the people they are working with, now they are happy to contribute. They're happy to help to the team make effort, right, without they need any individual applauds, right? So that's what they work as a team. Now they are quite an achievers. Basically, they often draw. I mean, they often don't draw attention to themselves, right? They will not do work to just draw attentions. But the contributions are quite important, because unless like these people are contributing, there is no way success to that particular team or the project. Now what happens, there are these are the people who are the problem solver. Basically they normally spend their time to find the solution, they get the things done, rather than just just talking and then doing or creating issues. Basically they will try to get the things done. Now what kind of challenges these people faces is that they are quite silent and they are dedicated in whatever they are doing, right? And it may go unnoticed and unappreciated. So this might be a little bit frustrating, especially in the environment where people are just showing off. So this is quite important, that whatever the work you do, right, it's clearly communicated and also clearly known to the management. Now gatekeeper, these are the obstructor, I would say. Now this individual often create unnecessary barriers to the other peoples who are trying hard to make a work in the environment, do their work. They are either they will do this is unconsciously, or they will do it unconsciously, but they try to take the control of the process, or they will try to restrict others people from completing their own task, which is efficiently or productive, right? Now how to know this kind of people, like they always do micromanagement. They like to control everything, anywhere, everywhere, right? Often they don't trust other people to do the other jobs, right? They will not do like that. Now they will also hold the information which kind of restrict the access to certain resources, basically information that is needed by the other people, either out of certain desire to self control, or to maintain power, or simply avoid some certain collaboration which can increase the productivity, or make the things smoother. Now they are always resistant to change. Often they are always, when the new ideas come, they are opposed it. They, the way how the things are done, even if they are kind of these ideas are improving, they will try to oppose it. Now they are always good at playing politics. They might use their position to undermine some other people. Now say these people are often doing this for the personal gain, or just to just if they, to they are insecure in that particular position, because they doesn't want to do that particular hard work. Now the challenges with this particular people is that they can create a bottleneck in the workflow or the processes, uh, much delay in the cause delays actually. So making collaboration will be very quite difficult within the team. So they are quite resistant to the change, and also they will prevent some innovation to happen in the team, right? So that's what you should avoid, basically, to be around those particular people, and also clearly communicate that. Now the imposter, basically these are the credit thief. Basically, I would say these people will tend to take the credit of the work which other people are doing, often by showcasing their own, right? This is usually they pretend they have done something which is they haven't actually even not done it. Now how to look at this particular person, they are always credit hoggers, right? So they take the glory, they are pride that for the work others people work, and they present it like they have already done that, and like this is their idea. By and also they will not address if the idea is given by somebody else, and they will not show of their gratitude toward them, their contribution, right? They are always manipulative. They might downplay the importance of other people work, or they will try to inflate, or they showcase them exaggerating their own roles actually. They always try to pretend they know everything, right? Sometimes they act like an expert, even though they doesn't know an inch of it, right? Or even they don't know that particular topic at all, right? They try to be always kind of busy. They show off like they are doing some work, they're trying to significantly contribute, while in reality they are just showcasing, show off, right? The challenges with this particular people is that they create unfairness, and then frustration for the other people who are the co-workers or the teammate. they will feel, they are being overlooked, or they are undervalued basically. Now this can lead to mistrust, and also people will have the lack of, they will lose the they will lose the motivation, and they will not collaborate well. Now there is people who are socially butterflies. I would say they are the networker basically. So this person will not always be the hard worker basically, but they will spend a lot of time socializing and networking to make their contacts in the company. They focus on building relationship with the other management people to climb the ladders quick and soon, right? So you must have seen people who are quickly going up in the ladder, in the corporate ladder, right? So these are the people who already take that particular approach. Now they are constantly trying to network with the management, everyone, and always trying to engage with those people, take the conversation during the work time basically, right? Now for the self promotion, basically they use networking as their advantage in the company to get them self promoted. Now they are lack of focus on the work, so basically they will spend more time of, instead of chatting with the other people or attending with the meeting which are not necessary, or the sake of being recognized, right? Or also they will not work on the actual things. Now building alliance, they strategically try to build a relationship and also form connection with the people who are powerful, and also which will be helpful for them in the long run. Now the challenge with this particular people is that they focus on, instead of work they will focus on socializing, networking, to instead of doing the actual work. Now they may definitely they will receive the attention and they will receive the promotion, and other people who are diligently working will feel insecure and also in undervalued. So they feel that they are under capacity, because uh, these people try the other route and then get promoted and also get recognized. Now there are people who are innovator. Basically these are also called as creator. Now these are often constantly they are thinking out of the box basically. They often want trying to push their boundaries and do certain which is which are innovative to the innovative, so for a certain problems, right? Now these people are creative thinkers, always coming up with new ideas, methods to improve certain processes or system in the company, right? So they are always the risk takers. So they experiment with the new technologies, they approaches new people, approaches new way, even they it might be risky. Now they are quite passionate, I would say. So they deeply understand. They try to spend more time on that. Often willing to put some extra effort to create certain process, or something unique. They are like, I would say they often have a challenging way for the traditional, like they are finding a traditional ways of working, and which may sometime be resistant. Now challenges with this particular people is that they are constantly trying to innovate and also trying to disrupt to establish that particular workflow, which can be kind of little bit frustrating for the people who are traditionally or not risk taker. Now silent worker, basically these are introvert people. Now these workers prefer try to keep very low. Basically they are not vocal of, or they are not outgoing, but they are incredibly focused on their work and often produce exceptional output, right? So their work is of highest quality. They are quite focused, and I would say they often work alone. They are silently efficiently working and completing their task. They prefer doing minimal interaction basically, so they avoid unnecessary communication meetings. Will they try to do the work whatever it is given to, and which much I would say debate or something, right? They're self-reliant, so they don't need any supervision or collaboration, or backing on that particular people that get the work done, right? They're capable of solving their own problems and do it on their right time. Now these people are low maintenance. They rarely cause any situation or a problem or issue or drama, right? So they often they are as a blessing or a boon in a team basically. And also They are always there around for if there is a challenge in the team, right? uh, the challenges with this particular people is they are quiet in nature. They are sometimes, they are misinterpreted, or like, people thinks like they are not working enough. So this can be a little bit frustrating for the people who are already working hard, right? Now, perfectionist, I would say these are detail oriented, much more detail oriented. So these are the people who are kind of obsessed, or like, with the optimum details often, and like, they will try to ensure everything is perfect and exactly at the right time, which definitely can be valuable, but it can be cause a lot of delays and also frustration to the other people or the management, right? So these are people are meticulous. This means they pray, instead of making it simple, they try to pay extra attention in the, whichever the details are not required, right? So ensuring that everything is perfect before they try to move, instead of, in the working environment, right? So they're slow, quite slow, and steady. So the people, these people might take little bit longer to finish some task. They're quite focused on making sure everything is working perfectly, right, flawless, which is kind of, okay, but I would say, but sometimes it is not possible in every situation. So these are critical, like, they can overly critical other works, expecting same level of, perfectionism from the other people. That can be a little bit not okay with the other people who are working, because they are trying to complete their work, and also not as in perfect, but the people, what is the minimum things required. Now, quality over quantity. Now, they might not produce as much of work with the other people who are doing lot of things, but they they will try to deliver their task in a optimum quality, highest quality. Now, because of this particular high standards, or high perfection, that can lead to, frustration with the other team members, especially when you're dealing with the tight deadlines, right? So, or the people who take, more relaxed approach to work, right? This can be a problem for them. Now, manager, these are the overseers. And now these people are like, manager, the team leads, who often, you know, try to find themselves in the middle of the team, or, in the dynamics. They are often responsible for balancing how the team is working, ensuring that, everything is on track, communicating with higher management, team with the subordinate teams. No, these people are the team coordinator. Basically, they will ensure that everything is aligned in the projects. They are with the goals of that project. Everything are working in the timeline. They'll try to delegate their work. They will try to distribute the task, manage the resources, resolve every conflict which is occurring in the team. Like, if there is an issue that is arised, so they have a leadership skills, like they sometimes may have hands-on with the technical work as well. They focus on managing the people and the processes, basically. So they are the decision maker, I would say. They are often responsible for making the key decisions, which are both technical and functional and interpersonal, right? Now, these people can be either too distant, or like, focused on strategic, or oversight, or basically too much involved on macro management, managing the people. But balancing is quite important, and it is little bit difficult, and it's not cup of everybody's tea, right? So, I think that's all in this video. If this video was helpful to you, please forward it to the needy people. As I mentioned, like, don't consider this particular video as an personal note. So please share it with the people who are, you know who are needy, and like, looking out for a video with such content. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. Thank you.